Hello everyone, today I show you how to make rice udon noodles. You know udon noodles from Japan? They are made from wheat flour. This is from rice flour from Vietnam. Very delicious. Welcome to Saigon Cook Travel. I am Saigon Cook. So let's go on to the batter. So I have three kind of flour here: rice starch, rice flour, and potato starch. I use two kind of starches here so that the udons come out chewy, not falling apart in your mouth. That need to be binding. So for the two starches, I just add enough water to make very thick batter. But for the rice flour, I add a lot more water. You can see it's just like a thin cream because I will cook this. After I mix it with the flour and I put on the heat, just medium flame. You don't want to burn it. You want to keep it white because your final products you need to be white, the sought after color. You can see after a while with the heat they thicken and from the bottom first. So you need continue to stir until this consistency. That means no water left. And then now the time you mix on three kinds of starches and cook flour on together. You can see the first two starches, it's just like very thick cream. So that's why I don't tell you how much water you need to add. You add the water just to be thick cream. And then from those two, you add this cooked flour with no water left. You can see it's a very thick now. And then you mix all three ups to be a very thick cream consistency. And from that, I will show you the next step, that is making udon noodles. You can see this consistency you are looking for. Very soft, not hot, and not watery at all. So to cook this, first you start with the pot of water, and I add a tablespoon of oil in there, and I let it boil. Now the batter we have ready. Now I put it in my baking bag. That means decorating bags, the one that you use to do the buttercream, making flowers. So first I cut just a little bit of the end so that I stuff my batter into it, and then when I'm done I will cut completely the size I like my udons to be. So if you know udon noodles, it's like the thickness of my little finger, like not too thick. No, I say not too thin. It's on the thick side. I think that is the thickest side in all the Asian noodles, the round one. So now, you see, I cut off the end and I start piping through my boiling water. I need to stress here, emphasize here, because if your water is not boiled without the oil, your noodle strands will stick together and it don't make an individual strand anymore. And what you need are separate strands of noodles. So the way you do this, just like you do the piping, you squeeze on the top, on together, down, and you just go around until the batter in the bags is used. And then if you have more, you fill up the bag and go again. You can see when I do, I press the batter down until it's all gone. Now when they cooked, they floating on the surface just like this, and you can remove. You can see now the strands separated and floating on top. You can see the size of my noodles. They are thick like that. And I scoop them out now onto cold water. If you want to put ice here, it will be a good idea. But my water in the kitchen is pretty cool. So I use the faucet water and I rinse this well. The more careful you rinse, your noodle will stay fresh for a few days. These are my noodles. I left them on the counter for 2 days and they are still good. No smelling, no going bad. Now let's make the soup with it. I have a green onion and cilantro. So I just chop them coarsely. And I already have the pork leg broth with the meat inside. I already cooked ready because that needs to cook for a long time for the pork leg to be tender. We are Asian people. We love to eat pork legs with the skin on because the skin and the fat will have this crunchy texture and the meat is tender and a lot of gelatinous quality to it. So we love this so much. And you eat this noodle with those pork leg meat. You will take the meat out and dip into the fish sauce. And it's very, very good that way. Now to refresh my pork legs broth. I cook, bring it to the boil. Previously, I seasoned my broth with salt, ground black pepper, and fish sauce. That's all I do because the meat, the pork leg, exuded sweetness to the broth, and I want its natural sweetness. So you don't need to season too much. Now I put the noodles into the bowl, and I pick some of the pork leg meat. I like this trotter, and with some green onion and cilantro, and I laid on the hot broth over, and that's it. From here, you just need to squeeze a wedge of lime and some chili, and that's it. It's so good. If you never tried it before, I recommend strongly that you give it a try. And thank you for watching. Please like, share my video, and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye bye.